Hey guys, I'm Ted here to give you another fast fact, and for this fast fact, we're going to look at the motivations for interventions in Latin and Central, not Latin, but in the Caribbean and Central America during the early 20th century. So, during the early 20th century, the United States targeted several nations for intervention, and the rationale, the motivation for this was because well, it was really strategic and economic. Um, Two of the nations, Nicaragua and Panama, contained the two best routes for an interoceanic canal. Panama, of course, because of there was this huge crater in the center of Panama. And the thought going back to when the Spaniards first took over was that if they could dig canals, if they could dig uh, routes to allow for ships to pass through, then they could build a canal and cut the travel time significantly. Not only the travel but the communication time significantly between their Pacific and their Atlantic fleets. Nothing ever came about under the Spanish rule. The French attempted to intervene when Colombia controlled Panama. Again, nothing really came about as a result of that. The United States sort of zeroed in on either Panama or Nicaragua, and Nicaragua held ahead of another potential route because right in the center of southern Nicaragua is Lake Nicaragua, and the thought again was that if you could build or dig channels to allow ships to come in from the Atlantic and the Pacific, they could intersect at Lake Nicaragua, and you could have access to a transoceanic voyage there. And those two areas were sort of viewed as the best routes for an interoceanic canal. They were weak and relatively unstable governments there. The Panamanians were encouraged to rebel against the Colombians, and they were supported by the United States in this endeavor. And of course, Nicaragua had an unstable government and was really able to be manipulated by the United States. And of course, the islands of the Greater Antilles, Cuba, Hispaniola, which is home to Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and of course Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands were purchased from the Danes in 1917, 1916. I want to say 1917. The Virgin Islands were purchased, and they all controlled the Caribbean approaches to the potential route sites. They were also very vulnerable to European intervention because of their chronic indebtedness and their instability. Hawaii, Guam, and of course the Philippines. Guam and the Philippines were taken from Spain, and they were all key resupply stopping points for military and merchant vessels. Same with Hawaii. It was a very strategic mid-Pacific resupply destination. And at this time, all transoceanic ships used coal. Coal was used for fuel, and coal had to be resupplied. These islands in the Pacific were vital coaling stations, and also stations where transoceanic voyages ships can pick up vital supplies. They could pick up vital supplies on their way to China and Japan. Again, the China market was really being exploited at this time, and all of these actions were done. All of these interventions, all of the motivations for interventions were really done to strengthen the United States' economy. And there you guys have it. That is my quick fast fact. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it enlightening and really really helpful. As always, I am Ted. Hit like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you thought about this fast fact. And I'll see you guys next time for another fast fact.